Clauses can also be called adjective clauses. Relative clauses are used to give additional information. They function like an adjective. The formula is relative pronoun plus subject plus verb, or relative pronoun as a subject plus the verb. Let's look at this example. Tom is talking to a girl. Do you know the girl? Instead of repeating a girl and the girl twice, instead we can say, do you know the girl who is talking to Tom? Who is a relative pronoun. Who is talking to Tom is a relative clause. Here are the relative pronouns. The relative pronouns who or whom is used to describe people. Where is used to describe places. When is used for times. That and which are used for things, and whose is used to show possession. Let's talk more about whose. We use the relative pronoun whose to show possession. For example, his book. The author, whose book I just read, is going to be in my town. His ears. The boy, whose ears are big, is in my class. Her cat. The woman, whose cat bit me, lives around the corner. We can use the relative pronoun whose to replace the possessive pronouns his and her. Sometimes we use different relative pronouns whether we're referring to the subject or the object. For example, New York is the city that never sleeps. New York, where I went last year, is a great place. Notice we use that if the relative clause doesn't have a subject. We use where if the relative clause has a subject. In this case, the relative clause contains the subject I. Here's another example. His birthday, which is in June, is his favorite day of the year. Here we use the relative pronoun which because the relative clause does not contain a separate subject. His birthday, when he turns 12 years old, is on a Monday this year. Here we use when because the relative clause contains the subject he.